Hello, yes, this is Daniel. I work here at TNS and the Client Service Desk team. Today I'm going to talk about when to go to the Apple Store. Now, most instances of people going to the Apple Store are either to buy new equipment or to get support from the iGenius bar. In my instances of working here for about 3 years, I noticed that a lot of people go to the Apple Store for third-party application support and they get turned down a lot. The only known application that they do provide support for is the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. This does not apply to most users who use Mac for the VPN aspect of it or use Microsoft Office on a Mac device. Mac computers take up 13% of the computer market. Due to the dominance of Windows, third-party application providers do not really care about the Mac end of their software. This leads to a lot of issues and confusion on who or where to go for support. Now, most of these issues can be fixed by going into the system preferences, into the security and privacy, and going and allowing any application to the gatekeeper. Certain applications need these certain permissions over the hard drive to access features, to write data, to store cache. Natively, Mac blocks this, and this is what most issues boil down to. With the new operating system, Mac Catalina, for instance, if you want to use LogMeIn or any other remote type software, you have to give that application the ability to use screen recording. That can only be found in the privacy tab in the system preference selection. Now, going forward, if you have issues with your iCloud account and backing up, storing, anything along those lines, the quickest way to get support in regards to that, I will recommend going to theapple.com and starting a chat session. They're really quick. Normally, they have your issue resolved within 2 to 3 minutes and everything along those lines. But when you actually want to go to the Apple Store is when your hardware is completely faulty. And there's a way to check for that. There is Command D when you reboot your Mac. This runs a hardware test, and through this hardware test, it will show you exactly what is going on and what part is faulty. Make sure you do this before going into the Apple Store, because this will give the iGenius way more information and to properly diagnose your issue. If it's a software issue, 9 times out of 10, do not go to the Apple Store for support. I would say just continue recommending rebooting and going into the system preferences, into the security and privacy, and allowing the application certain features it needs to do what it wants. That's all I've got.